been mastering music about 100 million years, or so it feels. 100 million years of technology has come a long way. Our philosophy here is one of supporting that little guy, essentially. I had an experience as an artist in a mastering studio when I was in a young band, 1993 or so, and the mastering engineer wasn't interested in the art. He was just interested in getting the job done in the way that he wanted to do it. Our philosophy here is to work with the artist on their art in the way they intended and to get the sound that they were going for. I think that's our speciality. So we've spent a long time developing the studio to accommodate those needs, and at a price which is approachable. Because mastering can be frightfully expensive, so a lot of people skip it due to that fact, or try to do it themselves. So we're fitting it in between there, where it's affordable. It's getting the actual sound of the band. Of course, we like working with various genres: folk, dance, electronic, punk, indie rock, indie pop, metal, grindcore. Love it. The importance of mastering on your mix is basically just to get the best sound out of your mix. From my experience, mixes generally come in a certain way, and they generally come a long way in mastering. They become a lot more engaging for the listener, a lot more colourful. So if it was me, I wouldn't skip mastering. I would have a go at it myself if I was an artist, but I would probably realise that I'm not quite getting what I can get in a mastering studio. Because unfortunately, over time I've learnt that the real tone in the mastering comes from, of course, some expertise, but quality equipment, unfortunately, has a lot to do with it. So over time we've managed to build up a few little prize pieces so we can get the tone. Yeah, it's the old turn the knob and good stuff comes out. Whereas when you're working with software, it's like you spend a lot of time trying to do the same thing, spend a lot of time, you don't quite get there. Of course, monitoring's got a lot to do with it as well. So we've pretty much got the bees knees in monitors here, so we can offer that to our mastering clients. The reason why we're called Indie Masters, by the way, is that we work with independent bands and we produce master discs. Of course, master discs are actually becoming not so important these days with digital media like internet, because we're all a little bit afraid that we'll go into the mastering, the engineer's not going to listen to us, and we're going to go away unsatisfied, and we're going to have to come back and revisit and try to put our point across without the language that the mastering engineers understand, or we don't know the language that's needed, so we don't know how to express the corrections we need on our record. Here, just from my experience, 99% of bands, 98% of bands don't come back until the next record. And the one that does all the speaking, or the ones that do all the speaking, Barefoot MM27. So come and see me. You're welcome to drop in some mixes. I can have a look at those mixes and give you advice on what needs to be done before mastering. That's a free service. We can do it all by digital as well, digital download, upload, etc. And you can feel free to come in or not come in for your mastering session. You're quite welcome to do either. We don't charge a different rate for coming in. And we'd be very happy to hear your stuff and see what you've been doing.